Coming from China to the U.S., I was adopted when I was 1. My parents came to China. Pretty much they had a lot of paperwork, picked me up in the orphanage, and then we flew back to Florida where they were living in Daytona Beach area along the East Coast. Don't really remember much. I was pretty young, but I remember a little bit from when we went back to go get my sister when I was about 3 or 4. Not a lot of specific memories, just some like feelings and like seeing various things about the orphanage, or I remember like getting my sister and trying to feed her, but that not working very well. And then we all came back to Florida and I've been living there ever since. Yeah, my sister and I are pretty close. I still talk to her a lot, lots of Snapchat, main mode of communication for me these days. Love technology, really easy to stay in touch with the family, especially with them being so far away. Don't get to see them very often, mostly just Christmas and sometimes in the summer. In the orphanage in China, I was not really put down on the ground a lot. It was pretty cold, and so the nannies didn't put the kids down on the ground, so I didn't know how to walk yet. So my mom put me in these mommy and me type classes, just pretty much to learn how to walk. And I guess I had a lot of energy and really enjoyed being in those classes, so I stayed in them, and I kind of just kept going all the way through to where I am now. I don't know why. I don't think I really knew what Stanford was. I just like heard people talk about it, and people told me that they thought I would be a good fit for Stanford. And so I was going on college visits at the beginning of high school. And my mom said, "You should really go see Stanford." And I was like, no, it's okay. Like, I don't need to go see that school. I've seen some other schools that I really like. And she pretty much forced me to come here. But once I got here, I knew this was the place that I needed to be and that I wanted to be. A lot of my older teammates had talked about finding the college that they knew they were going to go to. They just had a feeling when they got there. And I was like, no, that's not a real thing. That doesn't happen. And then I came to Stanford and I met everyone and I was like, nope, that's a real thing. Like, I know I need to be here. This is where I'm supposed to be. I love the feeling of flying. I love the feeling of accomplishment when you get a new skill. And most of all, I love competing with the team. It's an amazing family that we have here at Stanford, and it's been great to be welcomed in, be able to welcome in the new freshmen when they come, and it's been a really great experience on the competition floor and in everyday life with them. My projected major is biomechanical engineering, and I really want to work in prosthetics. I think for me, I really enjoy learning about the human body and how it works and moves. I think coming from athletics, that's something that's really important to me, and I really love to build things. And I think going into prosthetics is a way that I can combine both of those tracks really well, and also a way that I could potentially give back, because I know prosthetics are developing really rapidly, so it'd be really interesting to see how you can make them cheaper, more affordable, but also continue to elevate the technological aspects of them. I think coming to Stanford as a freshman, I really thought that I knew where I was going and what I was going to do, and that I was pretty open-minded about everything. And then getting here, I realized that most of that was not really true. I don't particularly know exactly like where I'm going, and I'm still trying to figure out who I am and who I want to be, and how I'm going to get there. And I think Stanford is really good at allowing you to do that. It has lots of avenues for you to take. Some of the classes that I've taken have really opened my eyes to new perspectives that I hadn't even considered before, mostly through discussion and my peers. Coming here, I'm surrounded by so much diversity, so many different opinions, so many different ideas, so many different possibilities than I thought that there existed. And I think it's really great in helping me to explore those and really figure out where I'm going and who I want to be.